today we're going to bring a label maker, and this is a 2-inch sticker or labels if you want. Now, a lot of people start using mail services, and you want to send out maybe a thank you, or maybe you want to remind them of something. Or also, what I recommend you guys, you can always have your social medias connected to the stickers. You can actually print out your barcodes and give it to the client. This is one way, easiest and fastest way. Now, to start you up, they do give you labels to start you up, and it tells you right here how to start it up. All right, they give you a small amount of labels, and the system is rechargeable. There's a Type C. There is no power button other than the top button. That's the power button. You hold it down for a couple seconds, it turns on. When it's red, it's because I'm connected to the actual system. All right, so we're gonna start the labels, all right? And to open it up, there's a little opening on the side of it. Just click on here, all right? Opens up. And then what you wanna do, it gives you instructions on the bottom. There's a little instructions. Besides a book, they actually give you little instructions how to put the labels in there, right? So we're gonna do that. So all you gotta do is make sure that this is up, label out here. Make sure the label's sticking out, if you guys can see that, all right? So we're gonna do that, close it out. There it is, look at that, it's ready to go. Now you could rip that one off if you want, that's the first one, all right? But we're gonna leave it as is. Now, you're going to download the application. You can do it a couple of ways. You download the application, you do it from your phone, or you could send your email yourself the actual template, or you could download templates. So let me bring the application now. All right, when you install the application, it's going to ask you what type of system do you have. You got to choose it, the first one that you have. All right, we have the FM226, and we're going to hit connect to it and agree to the terms. Hit next, 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 because this is all tutorials how to use this. All right, we download the application, it's ready to go. Now there's a couple options you can do. You can create your own template here. You could do text, you could do icons, illustration, borders, and so forth. They give you pretty much everything. But what I like to do, there's a little arrow here, there's a little area here that you hit this little button, and it gives you a bunch of templates. So we're going to download one, like one that's necessary. We're going to do the fragile, right? And this is handled with care. You could always download it, or you could say use, and it's going to download it. And then we want to print. All you got to do is hit print. All right. So we're going to say print in the bottom here. And now we have to do is, now once you set this up, you don't have to do what I just did right now. All you got to do is hit print. Look at that. Then you grab your label, take it out, fragile. Now, one of the things I got this for was something very necessary I wanted to do for quite a while. It's because I like to do dioramas, and sometimes you want to put little labels on windows of a store, for example, and you want to print them really small. They also have different types of actual labels, and they have clear types of label. I was able to actually get the clear type and sticker types. So let's go ahead and do the sticker type so you guys can see one of the stickers. All right. So right now, I don't have anything on that sticker. Sorry, it's a little dirty. My dog actually took this thing out. So we're going to do now, we're going to go back into the settings. All right. And we're going to download a different format. We're going to do a circle one. And look at this beautiful. It says thank you. So when you want to set up a box and you want to send your shipments, you want to maybe give them a sticker. So it's very simple. And because it's pink, we're also going to do a different color. So we're going to use this one. And now you got to do is hit print. And look at this. You hit print, it sends it automatically. And then you grab your sticker. Look at that. Beautiful. Then you grab your sticker out. Put the sticker and label. Look at that. And then we also, fragile box. Simple. 2 labels out of there. And the best thing about it, I'm going to show you one of the best things that I like about this label machine. I mean, I use this for my products when I ship stuff out. I always use this machine because it does some great stuff on it. So for example, we're going to go back and we're going to start a new setting. All you got to do is click create, all right, and here, and it's going to ask you what kind of creations you want, and you got to know the size of the actual label. All right, so we're going to go more. And it gives you different options. Right now we have the leather. So we're going to say leather on that one, or different designs, if you guys can see that. And we do have a pink. It's pink on this one. So we have to look for the color that we have. And then you could create your own. It gives is if you're very familiar with actual Photoshop, you could create with layers and so forth. So right now we're gonna do text, and we're gonna double click here, and we're just gonna say thank you on this one. You can move it around, and then you could shrink it by holding the button down. Just hold it down. If you guys can see, shrink it down. And like I said, go rotate how you want, all right? Any direction you want. So we're gonna put it back. And then you can always X out to completely get rid of it, all right? Get rid of it. And you can start over. You're gonna go in there. Now on the fonts, you got plenty of fonts you can do. You could recreate the font English fonts, and they give you hundreds of different types of fonts. So we're gonna go thank you this time. Thank you. You go back in there, and then we could illustrate. We could create our own drawings if we want, or we could actually import our own drawings too in here. Right now, we're just gonna go in Easter, and we're gonna drag maybe a bunny here, if you guys can see it. And the bunny's right here. We're gonna put it right. We're gonna shrink it down. We click in here, move the bunny here. So move the thank you right below it. And this is pretty much how I want to see it. So we're gonna go ahead and send it to the printer. All right, print. And then you could save this as your template, so you can always reuse it, like I said. So print it, and look at that. There it is. Very simple. The bunny says thank you. So I hope you guys enjoy the video.